Bob, when you hear that the United Way of Youngstown in the Mahoning Valley is turning 100 years old, what does that make you think?
It's remarkable to think back on 10 decades, 100 years in just our family. That's 3 or 4 generations. Bob and I feel so fortunate to be here for the 100th anniversary, celebrating it with everybody in the valley.
Bob, what does it make you think of when you hear 100 years for an organization like the United Way?
I think to me it centers around evolution and impact. You certainly can't be in business for 100 years without evolving, and you can't be in business for 100 years without making an impact. So those are really the two things that I think of over the life cycle of a business in that period of time, and just how they've been able to adapt and change with the times, and how they've been able to remain relevant and impactful in the community.
Why is it important for DCW, your family, to be so involved with the United Way here in the Mahoning Valley?
It's important to us to be able to make an impact in the community. We derive our living and our work off of businesses here in the valley, and we just feel obligated to help those in the community to make this a better place to live.
Why do you think it's so important to be involved with our United Way? You hear your family's history, kind of giving back to this organization, and you kind of represent the future moving forward. Why is it so important for you, your family, your business to be involved with us?
You know, I think for the same reasons that Bob Sr. mentioned about wanting to give back to the community that we live in, but I think particularly now the focus on early childhood education and children. I mean, I had toured Success after 6, I had gone through and seen the program, and I think that when you see that and you see the impact that it is making in the youth in our community, who will certainly then surpass me in taking it into the future, I think to me that's the most exciting part about supporting the United Way, and what I most enjoy seeing is the end result of those contributions and the positive impact that they're able to make in those types of programs.
What does it mean to you to be a change maker? How do you feel you're being a change maker here in the Mahoning Valley?
We love the focus of our United Way. We love the focus on the youth. In order to change the future, we have to start today. Fortunately, you folks started years ago, and we get excited to see the impact that you're making on our youth. My wife is excited about it. Every time we get a chance to interact with your key program, it just makes us happy.
We too evolve and adapt at a very rapid pace in our business, and so it's good to partner with organizations that are doing the same thing, because if you remain static and you don't adapt and change and continue to drive that impact, there won't be a place for you, certainly over 100 years and then the next 100 years.
What do you hope for the United Way in that next 100 years?
I'm hopeful that I am still around and active to be able to see the impact that you're having on today's youth and those that you started on 5 years ago. I think what you're doing is remarkable. I can't wait to see the benefits of the current programs you're involved in right now.
Yeah, I think that is going to be the most exciting part. I would agree. I think to see the watershed effect that we'll not just see with everyone going through the programs now, but what they do when they're able to then contribute to the programs that they were involved in themselves. I think it's going to create an unbelievable organic environment to allow it to continue to grow, evolve, and keep making that positive impact in the community. And so I think just the ability to continue to do that is going to be what's so exciting to see in the next 100 years.